Hello children, good morning, how are you all? I hope all are fine and safe in home. This is your science teacher Suma. Welcome back to online science class. Okay, shall we start the class? Children, in today's session, I'm going to start the third chapter, that is chemical substances and processes. This chapter comes under chemistry. You know what is a chemistry? Anyone? Chemistry is one of the important branch of science which deals with the study of behavior of matter and its properties, structure, composition of matter, and it also deals with the study of phenomena which occurs when different kinds of matter undergo changes. Got it? You know who is father of modern chemistry? Anthony Lavoisier is known as father of modern chemistry. Okay? Before going to start the chapter, I just want to revise what you learned about matter in class 6. You know what is a matter? Anyone? All things that we see around us are made up of matter, right? Then what is a matter? Matter is something which has mass and which occupies space, right? As we know that all matter broadly classified into 3 groups on the basis of physical state. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. All matter is made up of very small particles. These particles are so small that we cannot see them with naked eye. But arrangement of these particles are not similar in all matter. Different states of matter have different arrangement of these particles. Let us see one by one how the particles are arranged in solid, liquid and gas. First we will see about solid. In solid, arrangement of particles in such a way that they are very tightly packed with each other and they cannot move, but they can vibrate about their mean position. Got it? You just look at this picture here. See here, the particles of the solid are tightly packed, right? And they can't move from one place to another place, but they can vibrate about their mean position. Due to this reason, solid have a fixed shape and a definite volume. Examples of solid: solid ice, sugar, rock, wood. In liquid, particles are loosely packed, or we can say that less tightly packed. You just look at this picture here. Right or no? How they are looking? They are looking like loosely packed, right? Right or no? Here, hence the particles are free to move. Due to this reason, liquids have definite volume but not definite shape. Liquids take the shape of container in which they are kept. Got it? This is what about liquid. Then, how the particles are arranged in gases, Yeah. In gases, the particles are widely separated from one another. Or you can say, they have very little hold on each other. They can therefore have more freedom to move, means they can move far apart from each other. Hence, gases have neither a fixed shape nor a definite volume. Yes. Children, as we earlier discussed that all matter is made up of small particles, right? You know what these particles are called? Yes, these particles are called atoms. Then what is an atom? Atoms are nothing but small particles of matter. Understood? Example, you just consider gold contains small particles of gold atom. Iron is made up of small particles of iron atom. Understood? Yes. Next we will see what is a molecule. Here, molecule also a particle. Then how it is different from atom, Here, molecule is a group of 2 or more atoms that are chemically bonded together. For example, you just consider any matter. Here I will take iron only. Here, iron consisting of small particles. That is what we used to call atoms. Right or no? Here I will consider water. Okay. Here water is made up of small particles called molecules. Okay. We should not use the word here atoms. We should use your word molecule. Understood? Means this molecule is made up of three atoms, that is two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, and these atoms are bonded together chemically. Understood? So group of atoms which are bonded chemically, for that what we call molecule. Got it? So water contains what? Water molecules. In generally, what you used to say? Group of atoms are nothing but molecule. Understood? Any doubt in this? Yes. See here how many atoms are there? Totally 3 atoms are there, right? They are bonded together by chemically, right? So this group of atoms, what we call? Molecule. Got it? Any doubt in this? Okay. Shall we go next? On nature and composition of matter. Matter is broadly divided into two main categories, that is pure substance and mixture. Pure substance again further divided into element and compound, and mixture is also further divided into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. For your syllabus, we are going to study about pure substance, element, compound and mixture. But homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture, you will learn it in higher classes. Okay? Yes. First we will see what is a pure substance. Children, material which are made up of same kind of particles. Just note this point. Here, material which is made up of same kind of particles. Here, particles may be a group, same kind of atoms or same kind of molecules. Got it? The material which are made up of same kind of particles, that is, it has same kind of atoms or same kind of molecules, are called pure substances. Understood? Once again you consider here any matter. Okay? Here we will consider any matter, and you just consider one more. Okay? So in the first matter, it consisting of small particles called atoms, and this matter made up of same type of atoms. For example, here you consider iron atom. Okay? Here iron. Okay, you just consider here iron. It is made up of same kind of iron atoms. Okay, in between no gold atoms, copper atoms are present. Each and every atoms in this, what we kind of iron atoms. Understood? Then it is called pure substance. It is considered next matter. Okay, it is also made up of the same kind of molecules. Okay, you just considered water. Okay, water is made up of what? Water molecules, right? Okay, I already explained you. So, water consisting of 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom, right? So, each and every molecule of water is made up of 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So, same kind. It's not like that 2 oxygen, 1 hydrogen. Got it? So, each and every molecule of this made up of 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So, same kind of molecule should present in that. Then it is called pure substance. So, the first material is also a pure substance. Second material is also a pure substance. The only difference is that in the first it is made up of same kind of atoms. In the second it is made up of same kind of molecules. Understood? But even though both are pure substances, but both are different, right? So, we should differentiate this. We just give name for this. Okay. So, the first which is made up of same kind of atoms, for that we will give it as element. We just name it as what? Elements. And second, which is made up of same kind of molecules, we just name it as compounds. Understood? Next, we are going to study elements are nothing but which are made up of same kind of atoms. Okay? How can you define element? Element is a pure substance which is made up of same kind of atoms. Example, iron is an element. Okay? Iron we should call it as an element because which is made up of same kind of iron atom. Understood? And next we used to call compound. Compound is also a pure substance which is made up of same kind of molecules. Example, water is a compound. We should not call water is an element, because it is made up of same kind of molecules, not same kind of atoms. It's a pure substance. Okay? Children, one of the important point to know about compound is that molecule of a compound made up of group of two or more atoms of different elements and that have combined in a fixed ratio. For example, you just considered water, okay? And each molecule of water is made up of what you know? Yes, 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. You just take any molecule of water, they always consisting of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Means the atoms of a molecule, they are combined in a fixed ratio. That is 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. They are combined in the ratio of 2:1. Got it? So here the molecule of a compound, see, understood? The molecule of a compound is made up of group of 2 or more atoms and these atoms combined in a fixed ratio. It's not like that one of the molecule of water is made up of 2 oxygen and 1 hydrogen. Got it? It's completely wrong. Okay? Each and every molecule of compound in that atoms are always combined in a fixed ratio. Got it? Understood? Yes. And next we go for mixture. Okay children, next we will see about mixture. Okay. What is a mixture? Mixture is made up of 2 or more substances mixed in any proportion. In mixture, there is not necessary condition for a fixed ratio. See, as we seen in compound, they should combine in fixed ratio, right? But in mixture, it is not at all like that. They can mix in any proportion. Understood? So, the components of mixture are not chemically combined with each other also. But in case of compound, they are chemically combined, right? But in case of mixture, they are not chemically combined also. So, that's why mixture is therefore not a pure substance. Got it? Examples of mixture are, you just considered air. Air is a mixture because it consisting of various gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, right? So it is a mixture. Got it? And one more example of mixture is ink. Ink is a mixture of colored dyes, right? And finally you're going to see seawater is also a mixture. It is a mixture of various salts and water, right or no? Yes. You understood about mixture? See, children, about the mixture you are going to learn more in a higher classes. Got it? Yes. And next, chemical symbols. Children, you know there are totally 118 elements present around us and it is very difficult to learn the names of each and every element. So, each element is represented by unique symbol. Okay. Children, earlierly chemists used pictorial symbols to represent different elements. But at present, elements are represented by the letters of English alphabet. Okay. Here, some of the elements are represented using one letter and some are going to be represented using 2 letters. If you are represented in only one letter, then you are going to represent in a capital. Okay. Suppose you are going to use 2 letters to represent an element. First letter should be capital and second letter is small. Understood? You just examples I given here on table. You just look at here. The first element is hydrogen and its symbol is H. But next you look at sodium. It is going to be represented in 2 letters. That is Na. Here you just look at first letter is capital and second letter should be small. Got it? And next magnesium. Here also magnesium is represented using 2 letters. First letter is capital and second letter is small. Mg. Got it? Aluminium Al, calcium Ca, potassium K and iron Fe. Got it? And next copper Cu, gold Au, silver Ag, carbon C, oxygen O, sulfur S, nitrogen N, phosphorus P, chlorine Cl, and next iodine, that is I. Got it? So these are all some important elements. So you need to practice the symbols of all these elements. Okay children? Practice well. I hope you understood this lesson. In the next class we are going to see about chemical formula. Okay?